1.
On this week's show, joining Team Ahoy Hoy, finding random people on the street to fill out the numbers is becoming a trend. No clue who this guy is, but apparently his name is Harry7. You realise he used to be a complete dumbass. Clearly hasn't learned anything because he was stupid enough to start a podcast with conspiracy cats. It's Ranty. And their team captain, who changed the locks on the studio doors and we couldn't get in because he says it's his house now. Ahoy hoy, it's Planner Walk. Joining Team Vanilla, he used to be a cartoon avatar. You probably should have kept using that cartoon avatar. I mean, just look at his fucking face. Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. It's Team Skeptic, making his third appearance because we need actual funny people. Here's OK Boomer. And their team captain, who we're just going to keep on mute for the show so other people get a chance to speak. It's Brainy Beaver. And introducing your host, who I suspect hypnotised me when he proposed. It's FTFE.
Hello and welcome to Stupidity is Not Right, the show about people who are so dumb they invest in Bitcoin and break their teeth. These people are called Flat Earthers. I was looking at videos of the annual Flat Earth conference and because I spend my time wisely, but a Flat Earth convention, it's crazy. This is what should be scaring you. Not COVID, not 5G, but the fact that dumb people are getting together and sharing their ideas. Screw the blind leading the blind. It's the dumb leading the dumb. Now, I really hope a government agency steps in and starts handing out condoms at these Flat Earth meetings. We have to stop these people from breeding. So one guy had his shirt off and he had a Flat Earth tattoo on his stomach. I mean, it looked cool, but it was right next to another tattoo he had of a Chinese symbol for stupid and a neck tattoo that said no regrets. I thought these tattoos have a wonderful theme. What made me laugh is apparently when he got the tattoo he was 18 and he's now 35 and the Flat Earth tattoo has grown a significant curve and looks like a round Earth. Apparently the Earth is flat and fat. Okay, on with the show. We have 3 rounds of stupid to get through and round 1 is called Flurfs Say What. I will show each team 2 videos of a flat earther about to say or do something stupid, and the team has 2 minutes to talk amongst themselves before the captain has to give me a final answer. The current scores are 7 wins to Team Ahoy Hoy and 4 wins to Team Vanilla, with 4 episodes left in the season. As the current leaders, we're going to start with Team Ahoy Hoy as we go over to Harry7. Harry, welcome to the show.
Hello.
As the newbie here, I get to ask you the question I ask once every show. What is the dumbest thing you have ever heard a flat earther say?
You know, there's so many. There's just so many. I've been consuming content for a year. I'm going to have to go with compressed air for airplanes. That just doesn't make any sense.
Because who cares about physics, right? That's also that conspiracy has actually expanded to include the F1 cars run on compressed air. Yeah, that's so stupid. Anyway, Harry, you get to choose first. We got 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Let's go with number 3.
Here we go.
Now, what I would like you Globies to do and it really is pretty simple.
Oh, I recognise that voice. Ranty, why are you asking people a simple question? What's going on there? What's going to happen next? Ranty seems to be filling up a car tyre there, and he's asking Globies a simple question. What is this simple question?
That's like, go ahead, sorry. That's awesome.
Trust you to bring me up. What can I say?
Planawalk, what's the simple question he wants to ask?
I mean, is it a simple question or is it a simple question?
I see what you did.
Sorry, Ranty.
Harry, what's
Sorry,
Ranty
Ranty.
on about here? What questions has Ranty got for us?
I think it's going to be something along the lines, if he takes the cap off, why doesn't the pressurized atmosphere go straight into the tire?
Oh, it's a typical flat earth argument. I mean, Ranty, you've been around the flat earth scene for quite a while, and you obviously heard all the arguments and made quite a lot of them yourself. How do you feel looking back at a clip like this?
Right now, very embarrassed. Thank you very much. Who knows? I mean, Harry might be right. I'm not going to persuade him in any way, shape, or form, but I don't even recall that video. There you go. So once I took the Flurf hat off, all of that went away. So I've completely forgotten now. Okay,
well, Planawalk, you're the team captain. What's Ranty going to say next?
Yeah, I'm going to go with what Harry said.
Okay, well, it's going to be about pressure releasing it with a container. So here's what Ranty actually said next.
And it really is pretty simple. It's to contain air pressure without a container. Dead easy.
Now, Ranty, I do want to point out that wasn't really a question. It was more of a statement, right?
So, yeah, I think I was just being ironic.
Again, thank you for being a good sport, I know. Yes, you win a point there, Team Ahoy Hoy. Well done. Maybe a bit of a cheat having Ranty on your team, who knows. But now we're going to go over to Team Vanilla and speak to one of my favourite people in the world, Team Skeptic. Team Skeptic, how the devil are you?
I'm doing pretty good. A little under the weather from the COVID vaccine I took, but
the 5G
hey, I'm
microchip
half vaxxed,
vaccine.
almost. Yeah. I've been transmitting all day my location.
I mean, the thing is with you, how are we
but
going to tell if you turn into a zombie, right?
You won't. I'm just gonna bite your ass. Bite your ass and transmit my microchips to you.
Now, you've
The
been
self-replicating microchips.
You've been away from the flat earth scene for a while and dealing more with the Karens and stuff. So what's the dumbest thing you've seen or heard a Karen do?
Oh, Jesus, there's so fucking many. The absolutely dumbest thing Karens do or say that people are under citizen's arrest because if an employee doesn't allow them to walk into the store, they have violated their rights of free movement and caused them to be falsely imprisoned. That's the stupidest thing a Karen says.
I mean, a lot of it's to do with
anytime they
masks at the
say
moment,
citizen's
right?
arrest. Yeah, but I'm actually getting ready to move on away from the mask now that a good portion of the population is being vaccinated. They're actually removing a lot of the mask mandates, so you're going to see a lot less pushback. I'm still going to cover them every once in a while because a lot of stores are still requiring, like Trader Joe's, a popular spot for the self-entitled Karen to congregate at. They are, while they're removing their mask mandates, they're requiring you to have the vaccine already to shop. So that's totally cool with me. It's a choice a business is allowed to make on their own. that's all right with me.
What's your personal opinion on
but
masks?
whatever.
Wait, no, you don't need to answer that.
And you can't put a fucking I didn't say a doctor. I said a furry, you fucking moron. A furry can put on a fucking mask and fuck each other for hours at a time, and you can't wear a fucking mask for 10 minutes? Scary
Furry?
bitch.
What's the guy that...
It's scary.
Sorry, guys.
It's always his
And
response.
James, sorry guys.
All right, team, you get to choose next. We've got 1, 2, or 4.
Normally I would choose 42. So because that's not an option, I'll subtract 4 and 2 from the options and take number 1.
Here we go.
And as you can see, hopefully,
Oh, come on.
Yes!
looks like they're almost 3-degree burns.
Yes.
I'll show you my arms if I get the chance.
Did you ever kill that bee?
So yeah.
Oh, come on. This isn't fair. What the hell?
I don't know how. I just had a bunch of clips. I guess these are the ones that happened this week. So
I wanna stop you right there. I wanna stop you right there because I do need to
I
point out
asked him before
something.
you came in, just so you know about that.
Okay. So
Look,
look,
I
I
reckon,
stop you right
I reckon
there.
for the duration of this, I'd say for the duration of this, could we be called the anti-ranty shanty? Because we're playing against Ranty, and this is obviously a Ranty dedicated episode. So
He's a good sport. I'm going to say it in advance, okay?
So what were you going to say,
Well,
team?
I was gonna say that, you know, after watching you ask the beautiful Harry 7 over there what the dumbest thing a flat earther had ever said, I was preparing my answer, and I was going to say that chemtrails cause sunburns, you know, but you threw a wrench in that mix and asked me what about, you know, Karens. So you saved Ranty until you gave me an option to pick. I just knew. In my heart of hearts, I knew one was the one.
So what do you think he's saying here then? It's not the sun causing that. It's something else.
I think if I recall right, he said something about watching a flock of ducks flying over, and they shit on him, and he was allergic to the shit, and his face swelled up. It's either that, or the planes that were flying over were throwing chemtrails all over his face, and that bee also stung him. The combination of the two made his face swell up.
What do you think, Boomer? Anything else, or do you think teams hit the nail on the head there?
well, yeah, I'm thinking it probably is something along those lines. Mind you, the Karens have got a bit of a dilemma with masks because they're anti-chemtrail, but they're also anti-mask, so the Karen dilemma there. I don't know, Ranty. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a combination of a chemtrail bee sting.
Well, you're the team captain, Brainy, so you get the final say. What's Ranty going to say next?
I didn't get any say yet. Well, what I will say is that I actually personally, my memory was that he spent the weekend with Nathan Oakley, and that was the backhand just getting laid on thick, and he was just bruising. But maybe that's not true. I heard it was something else that wasn't actually his child. But anyways, hearsay. Listen, this is all allegedly. But moving forward from that, I do think it was chemtrails. I think that, and I think Ranty knows that I know the answer to this because I may have actually asked him about this before we went live. So I'm pretty sure that there was the fleet of chemtrail airplanes had poisoned him, and because he'd spent the whole day looking up towards the sorry, Ranty, but I'm going to say this, or the UV, the direction of the UV light for an entire day. Like, my kid was outside for an hour this morning, and she's already exploded red. So, I mean, it happened. You know?
Oh, come on, stop dragging this out. Get on with it.
Yeah,
No, that's the answer. That's the answer.
You
We
think
all
it's
know
chemtrails,
it.
but here's what Ranty said.
So yeah,
A wicked burn.
that's what the chemtrails did.
The FE clown
Ranty.
show. I love it.
Yes,
You got it.
well done, Team Vanilla. You definitely get a point there. And again, Ranty, do love you here.
Yeah, just remember, Randy, you've made history by being one of the few people that's able to come back out of the rabbit hole, pull your little fluffy tail back out.
we may be kind of ribbing you here, but like I've been saying, you've now become one of the best Globe debaters, and you're putting me out of a job. So fucking stop it, all right?
I promise I won't debate ever again. No more. That's it.
Well,
you should go against Quantum Eraser. That'd be fun to hear.
Oh god, yeah, I'd like to see that. All right, let's go over to Team Vanilla and talk to Ranty. Here he is, the newest and probably best new Glober on the block. Ranty, welcome to the show. Let me ask you this. You were a flat earther for years, right?
That's right, yeah.
What the fuck was wrong with you?
I don't know. Well, yeah, there was something wrong with me. I had this illness that crept up. It's called Flurfism. And the Flurfism, once it starts to take a hold, you start getting infected with tinfoil, and all parts of you start, the whole head becomes covered in tinfoil, then it's the fingers and the arms, and before you know it, you're just wrapped up in tinfoil, and yeah, you just can't get out of it. It's super strong tinfoil as well.
Well, you managed to escape, and we are really happy that you did, because honestly, interacting with you lately, I think you're extremely funny. Your new channel, your Perspective, your first episode you released is on the nail on the head. I think you should have 1 million subscribers because it's absolutely hilarious. And I'm glad that you're being a good sport about everything as well. And even when you were a flat earther, I didn't have like a big problem with you as compared to a lot of people like Nathan Oakley and Sleep and Warrior who are just disgusting human beings. You know, you were at least okay to have a conversation with. And I'm glad that you've managed to convince yourself. You didn't really need help from anyone, and I think that's amazing. So welcome back to Sanity. You get to choose next. What have we got left? We have...
Oh, right, okay.
Let me see. We've got 2 or 4. Here we go.
Number 4.
Number 4.
So my question's this, seeing as we always get the same question. Things have disappeared. In this case, mountain ranges, a good proportion of the wind turbines are missing. All of the Welsh mountains are missing over here, right? So tell me.
Oh, funny that. I've never been to Ranty. I don't know what's going on. Honestly, I didn't plan this, guys. I totally planned this. Ranty, what nonsense are you going on about here? Team Ahoy Hoy, 2 minutes. Over to you.
Ranty, what did you lose this time?
I don't know. Honestly, I mean, it's like since I took the tinfoil off, I can't remember what happened in the past. Those 5 years just seem like they just didn't happen. But
wait,
I don't know. Hang on. Wait, I've got a plan.
Well, somebody obviously came down and took all that stuff.
There we go.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Well, Harry, do you think they just stolen it, do you?
Did you get a visit from Agent Smith any time recently, Ranty?
No. Definitely not. Hang on. No, I didn't. No.
Harry,
I'm just tuning in. I'm just tuning in to the Flurfism at the minute. Just hold on. Once I'm fully tuned in, I'll remember. Hang on, I promise.
Whilst he's trying to tune in, Harry, what do you think Ranty's lost?
Oh my gosh, this one's tough. Ranty. You give us some really good content, man. We're going to miss you. What are we going to make fun of? I think he's going to say something about... oh, man. He's going to say something about maybe the stuff in the distance moves faster away from you than we think. Something like that.
Well, let's go back to Ranty, see if he's tuned into the Flurfism yet, see what else he's got for us.
Hang on, I'm just trying to connect it. Hang on, 1 sec. I'm getting something through. Hold on. Yes. Right. Where did the mountains go?
Oh, you think you've lost some mountains? Walk. Do you think Ranty's lost some mountains?
Absolutely. I think Ranty has lost some mountains. I'm just worried that by tuning into the Flurfism, he's going to go back to being a flat earther.
Oh no, it's stuck.
Don't keep it on too long. The 5G will come after you.
That was close.
Well, final answer, Planet Walk. What's Ranty going to say next?
He's going to say that he's lost his mountains, or where did the mountains go?
Here's what happened next.
So tell me, why can't we see them? We should be able to see them. We should have a direct line of sight towards it. So I'm not interested in excuses. I want to hear real answers. I want to hear real answers to this question.
Ranty, I think I might have an idea. I think they're behind the curve of the Earth. just a thought.
Possible. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tune. I'm not going to tune in again though.
Well done, another point. Another point for Team Ahoy Hoy. Now let's go back over to Team Vanilla and speak to OK Boomer. Boomer, who the fuck let you in?
Well, actually, I'm still here under the table from the last time around. Look, I know there's been a lot with Ranty going across, but I actually took my baby steps into the 24/7 server the other day. So, Ranty, what little tips have you got for someone who's just entered the world of Flurfdom? I think I'm going to try to get him to call it the anti-ranty shanty over there. What tips have you got? Because I'm going to be infiltrating as a Flurf, but we'll keep it quiet. We won't let anyone know because no one here will.
No, not in front of
What
hundreds
things
of
are
people
going to make
watching
them... How do I not trigger them? And how do they not let on...
Well, you've got to go in, and the first question you need to type is, how do you have gas pressure without a container? That would be the first thing. That will instantly give you credibility. Instant cred.
Oh, I was thinking more
Also,
along the
just
lines
run
of,
around in
I just don't know
public and-
anymore.
Yeah, just
No,
run
no.
around in
No
public and
anymore, you know.
scream, large bodies of water do not curve.
You got to do it at children,
And
though, right?
The deception seems to be everywhere. I just don't know anymore. I'm kind of on the fence, and I need them to drag me across.
No.
So the indoctrination and so forth.
Well,
No, they would sniff that out. They would sniff that out. You have to pretend that you've at least listened to Nathan Oakley more than twice, so that
Well,
you
that's
know
so
some
hard,
things
though.
that he says.
I can't watch his streams. It's like being punched in the soul.
Yeah.
Boomer, you don't get a
the
choice
hard
because we've
yards,
only got
eh?
one left. So let's see what clip we've got
Okay.
for you.
All right.
What's
Who
going
will
on?
it be?
2019, Friday
Oh,
the
no.
17th of August 2018. Right, so Simon Dan. Let's have a look at this dude, because I've been following his progress today, and it's
First
been
crime is you're not on dark mode.
Simon Dan. It's been something out of the ordinary.
Oh, Ranty, I don't know how this happened. All 4 clips were of you. It's incredible. Team Vanilla, what's
Shocking,
Ranty's
shocking.
issue with Simon Dan here? Over to you, 2 minutes.
Same thing. Everybody has a problem with Simon Dan. He's really popular and he has no legs. How does that work?
Yeah.
Well, he does have legs, but it's legs given to him by the NASA robotics department, right?
Robotic legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like at the end of Forrest Gump, Lieutenant Dan had metal legs.
Team, doesn't Simon Dan have a nickname for you?
Yeah.
Legs.
Teamsthebest.com.
No. The
Yes.
other nickname.
12
The other
inches flaccid actually was the name.
Yeah. 12 inches flaccid.
Well, in fact, I'm pretty sure there's 2
The
nicknames.
10-inch
that
pimp
Simon Dan-
club.
There's 2
That
nicknames
laser's
Simon
got
Dan
a-
has
got
for
a
the team,
bend
let's
in
be
it.
honest. One of them is 10% team, but what's the other one? The real personal nickname.
I
he's got
don't
for you.
remember. I don't remember it.
Really?
And like I
because,
said, all those other ones are super personal because he knows he's seen nudes. So
Well,
the
he did
12-inch
say to me
flaccid
that
nickname is obvious.
he did say to me that your nickname was FIFA bitch. Is that right?
He lies.
What was the last score when you played him in FIFA?
Lie Dan. That's what he is.
Hello, Dan.
Right, what's Ranty saying about Simon Dan here, though?
Oh, that was on OK Boomer.
Yeah, all of you can
Oh,
answer.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sorry.
it's
I
a
thought-
team effort, I guess. Well, Simon Dan comes in with his facts and figures, so it's got
He's
to
a
be.
Nash shield.
I don't know. He can't math properly. Well, he is a Nash shield. In
it's
fact,
he's
Bunker
a Nash-
33
that's-
have organised leagues for Simon Dan. We've tried to get some, but he just won't step up to it.
Well,
Step up to the plate because
the thing
he doesn't
is,
have the legs.
is that video had Simon Dan's channel avatar from about a year ago, if not earlier than that. So that'd be prior to him really exploding on everybody's face. So I would say that
he does what now?
he bought his subs. He bought his subs, maybe.
Brainy, what do you think?
Oh yeah, look at that. Hey, Lyman Dan in the chat, always lying about FIFA.
Hello, Simon Dan in the chat.
I think he was actually trying to point out how long it took Simon Dan to change his background.
Wait,
it was working for him. That bookshelf was getting more views than I've ever gotten.
If we say Simon Dan
no
too many
hate.
times, does he just appear in your chat? Is that how it works?
I do it in the mirror every
works
night,
for
but I do
me.
it with a lot more meat in my throat. There's a little bit of rasp to it. I try to make it as vigorous as possible, but yeah.
I can't
Now
tell
you
you
get
the number
power,
of
isn't
times
it?
that I've gone to sleep. I've gone to sleep and dreamed FIFA, and just it was like right there at the championship, getting ready to score the last goal, and then Sili Dan shows up to take that away from me. I'm up
Floating on no
7-0,
legs.
3 minutes left in the game, and he comes in to score 8 goals in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, but he's cheating
No,
with
no,
metal
no.
legs. Okay?
Check that.
He's cheating with metal
10
legs.
goals. 10 goals in the last 3 minutes. Not just to beat me, but to humiliate me.
Yeah, to stomp it
Thank
in.
you, Cy-Man Lies. That's we're gonna
All right,
go through
Brady.
all of the popular nicknames tonight.
The final decision falls on you. What is?
I don't want to make final decisions. We only have 1 point. When
It's
did
going to
this
be
go
Nash's
down?
Shield. It's going to be a Nash's Shield. He's going to say a Nash's Shield for
It's
sure.
got to be
I'd say he'll
Nash's Shield
reckon
because
Nash-
it was early on.
I'm
I think
saying
it's gonna be
buying
Nash's
subs.
Yeah, Nash's Bunker 30.
Buying
Listen,
subs?
That's what it'll be.
Ooh.
I think you should listen to the team. Just saying.
Buying subs. That's where I was. Hey, listen, hey, fucking Jesus, give it away. Why don't you? It's like this is bullshit.
Well, here's what Ranty actually said.
Man,
God damn it.
been something out of the ordinary.
You did say out of the ordinary.
Your average.
Look at that. He only has
nothing to
ooh,
shout home about.
26,000
Now
subs.
at 20 past 5
Just a
today,
spring chicken, you know.
he had 25,320 subs.
Yeah. So Ranty was thinking Simon Dan was buying subs. Ranty, what's your thoughts on Simon Dan nowadays?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still think that he definitely bought his subs, and the thing is, the only way that he can disprove that is by sending all of his subs over to my new channel to subscribe and prove that.
That's right.
I think that's an absolute fact. Yeah,
Well,
Simon Dan. If
And if he doesn't get the exact number over there, you're a liar.
If he doesn't
I'm
get
gonna-
at least 400,000 subs, then it's proof that you bought all yours.
Listen, guys. Listen,
Yes,
I
you
can
have to
solve
send
this.
the whole
I can solve this.
400,000 over.
Go on, team.
I can solve this. What I'll do is I'll act as an unbiased moderator. Simon Dan, send me over your credit card number with your address, the last 4 of your social with the 3 digits on the back and your zip code, and I'll verify my own way that he did not buy subs.
Yeah, that's the
Or
best way to
legs.
do it. Yeah.
Hold on, I've got to step in. Simon Dan says, "Consider it done."
Oh,
Well,
well,
what
you
can
better
I
get it
say?
then. If you don't have 400,000 subs this time tomorrow, then Simon Dan's a complete liar. We all know it.
Yes,
Look at that. There's a reason why team is called 10%. Wow.
Because he's only bought 10% of the subs that team did. I mean, that team did.
Dan with the burns in the
Touche.
chat. Oofed. Well, at the end of round 1, the scores are 2
Yeah,
to Team Vanilla
yeah.
and 2 to Team Ahoy Hoy. I don't know how all 4 clips ended up about Ranty, but there we go. Into round 2, which is called Cap v Cape. And we ask the captains to remove their brains and pretend to be a flat earther. As I give them 5 statements or questions, and they have to respond as though they are a Flurf. With 4 episodes of season 1 left, each captain has 2 tributes remaining, where they can get one of their team members to take the stupid bullet for them. Boys, anyone want to use a tribute, or are you going to save it for the upcoming shows?
How many do I have left?
Yeah, you've each got 2 left, with 4 shows remaining. And we've got some big shows coming up.
So I am going to save. Hold on. Apparently, I'm contractually obliged to use one on Ranty. So
Yeah, that's true. Right. So we're going to get Ranty in for.
And I just want to hear team. I just want to hear team argue like a flat earther because for some reason. So
Okay,
Oh,
so
I got to play a flat earther? Okay.
yes,
I'll do my
you got to try to clear. What you do is you shake your head on the side. And you try to get the brains to kind of just flop, like pour out of your ear for a second, and that's the best way to get set up.
Yeah.
Oh,
My wife
I
just bang
literally
your head on the
did.
table.
Yeah, to prepare for this round, I literally peed in a cup and started drinking it. So I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not doing it right.
Chin
Is that allegedly, Dave?
Well, didn't you see Ranty's
That's good
video?
stuff.
That's how to definitely be a flat earther. Oh, wrong bit. Okay, let me just.
Listen, they can tell me it's bad for me. I can do what I want. Okay.
Okay, so round 3, captain v captain, where they have to respond to me as though they are a Flurf. I'm going to read you both 5 statements. As Team Ahoy Hoy are ahead, the person from Team Ahoy Hoy gets to go first. So Ranty, you might have, practiced doing this because you were a flat earther for 5 years. Were you in the game?
I was, but I've forgotten all that stuff now. I mean, it's like, do I really have to go down this route again?
Just give us your best.
Here we go. Away from it. It's not fair. This is not fair. I mean, it's like I'm a recovering flurfer here, and you're sending it back. It's like an alcoholic being made to drink alcohol again.
Well, it's all right. We're going to give you some tequila to go with it. Here's statement 1, Ranty. Scientists know of a planet in our galaxy that is populated entirely by semi-autonomous robots. It's called Mars. What do you think about that?
Well, Mars isn't real. I mean, Mars was just formed from the testicle of a beluga whale, obviously. I mean, when the 40 days and nights of rain happened here on Earth, obviously all the beluga whales floated up to the sky, and the sky is just made of water. It's the oceans, and it's the beluga whale testicles. Can you not see that?
Team Skeptic, scientists know of a planet in our galaxy that's populated entirely by semi-autonomous robots. It's called Mars. What do you think about that?
Well, I've tasted both beluga whale penis and Mars, and they don't taste anything alike. So I would say that Mars is just a figment of our imagination. Everybody that looks up and sees it is literally looking at a reflection of a light off of the ground that's bouncing off of the dome, and it will always be in the same spot in the sky for everybody that looks at the same time. By the way, everybody should go try beluga whale penis.
I've been too distracted by beluga whale testicles and penises. I have no idea who to give the point to, so I'm just going to give it to Ranty. 1 point there to Team Vanilla. Okay, statement 2, we're going to start with Team Skeptic. Team, what is the derivative of 10x with respect to x?
10x with respect to x? 10, but I mean, it's 10, but I'm not sure it's with respect to x. But go ahead, 10. 10 dx.
10?
10 plus a constant. Or not 10 plus a constant. Hold on.
You're supposed to be thinking.
No, just 10. Just 10. Oh, I'm supposed to be thinking.
You're trying to answer. You're supposed to be the flat earther right now.
My
you gotta come up with that's what beluga penis is.
Okay.
Like the most ridiculous answer you can. Think like a flat earther. I try to answer without knowing. I'm like, he's answering this shit. I can hear it.
That's yeah. God.
Ranty, what is the derivative of 10x with respect to x?
Well, clearly that's an Illuminati question. I mean, come on. I mean, the derivatives, they're part of the stock market, right? And we know that the Illuminati own all the stock markets. That's where you get your derivatives from. So it's quite clear that it's all a big Illuminati shill thing, and you're just trying to make me become a glober. That's what you're trying to do by asking me that question, and I'm definitely not going to fall for it.
I think we have to give another point there to Team Ahoy Hoy and Ranty. Well done. Hey, Ranty, statement 3. Artillery has to account for the Coriolis effect. Why is this?
No, it doesn't. Not at all. No, you just aim slightly to the left and then it hits the target. What's wrong with you? Don't you know that? The barrels of the gun and the barrels, they're all designed to literally, you need to shoot to the left. You shoot to the left and it hits the target. Everybody knows this.
What about you, Flurf team?
Coriolis effect is just, it's not real. It's not true.
Flurf Skeptic, artillery has to account for Coriolis effect. Why is this?
As someone who is doing his best to impersonate a flat earther, I absolutely wasn't paying attention. Can you please repeat the question?
Artillery has to account for the Coriolis effect. Why is this?
Oh, they just make that up. That's something that they don't actually do. They just use visual sights They'll plug in the Coriolis effect. It'll have a deflection. Then they'll account for the deflection and aim a little bit to the left, which in effect is aiming right at the target without even knowing it. It's a big lie. Everybody's lying.
Well, as you didn't pay attention, which is very Flurf-like, I'm going to give the point to Team Skeptic and Team Vanilla. Team Statement 4. This photo was taken with a physical Hasselblad camera. Here it comes. This photo, Emma. This photo was taken with a physical Hasselblad camera. It's not CGI or even digital. That appears to be the entire Earth. What do you say?
Well, as most people know, that the when that picture was taken was right in the middle of the Renaissance age. So I would say that that's probably just the best artist at NASA. Everybody knows that NASA uses part of their $250 billion a day that they steal from the American and world public to put into great artwork. And that's one of their greatest artwork designed by Leonardo da Aldrin. Right there.
Ranty, what about you? This photo was taken with a physical Hasselblad camera. It's not even CGI or digital. That appears to be the entire Earth. What do you say?
Well, I don't believe it. I'd have to see that through a P900. Obviously, the Hasselblad just doesn't have the quality and the technical things to actually see the Earth exactly as you would expect to see it. And it's quite clear to me that the P900 would have a better view than that. I'm sorry. Don't believe it. P900.
There are all the
forever.
satellites. I mean, come on.
I think for the artist question statements there, we still have to give the point to Team Skeptic and Team Vanilla. Goodness me, my brain isn't working lately. I do apologize. Now, Ranty, you get to go first with the final statement. Statement 5. Chemtrails are not
That's it. He's
real.
pulled out.
Chemtrails are not real, Ranty. What do you say?
Chemtrails are not real. Of course they're real. Absolutely. I mean, I know firsthand. I mean, I remember it. Hang on. Yeah, 3, 4, no, 5 years ago. 5 years ago, the chemtrails came over and they burnt me. I mean, literally, the sun was shining through those chemtrails and it zapped me. Literally.
Why did you not get the vinegar
toe.
out? Just spray the vinegar, right?
I put vinegar on it. I got inside a hot shower and I hot showered afterwards. And then after I'd done that, I rubbed salt everywhere. And I tell you, nothing worked. Nothing worked. I tell you, salt and vinegared it. Couldn't get rid of it.
All right.
Team Skeptic. What about you? Chemtrails are not real.
Well, when debating another Flurfer or flat earther comment, one of my brethren right here, I'd prefer in the future if you chose someone who actually believed in the flat earth. Obviously, my opponent here believes that airplanes are metal objects with tubes and people that fly over the top, which is not the case. They are actually demons. If you pull out any 1975, 1980s camera and try to take a fast motion picture of the plane flying by, you can obviously see the blur behind it a little bit. Planes don't leave that blur in reality. Demons, on the other hand, do. So I would like to say that chemtrails are not real. They are simply they're the fire and brimstone from the Bible that's being laid across the land by demons.
Oh my god.
I mean, the demons threw me for 6 there, so the final point there goes to Team Vanilla and Team Skeptic. Ranty, you're much better at being a globe.
Much
So,
better.
at the end of round 2, the scores are 4 to Team Ahoy Hoy and 5 to Team Vanilla. Round 3 is called
Can I ask
What's in
Ranty
the
something?
Clues?
Can I ask Ranty
Yes,
something
go
real
ahead.
quick? Ranty, when you were a flat earther, why did you never reach out to me to be a better flat earther? I could have helped you out so much. Okay.
I didn't have your telephone number. I'm sorry.
It's 911. Everybody fucking knows that.
Could have always. Well, you could have tried to find out his fax number.
Or
I had to.
Yeah, fax machines. Kids are like, what is that?
Anyway,
I
round
only give out
3
my fax number on OnlyFans, so gotta
Round
become a
3 is
member to
called
get the
What's
fax
in
number.
the Flues, where we will show each team 2 flat Earth related news headlines with part of the headline blanked out. Same as round 1, the team gets 2 minutes to talk amongst themselves, and then the captain has to give me an answer. We're going to start this round by going to Ranty on Team Vanilla. So
First,
Ranty,
I want to say that if he gives out his fax number, I am
Ahoy,
sending
boy,
him
sorry.
asses.
Have I got that right?
Vanilla butt. I'm good on vanilla
Yeah,
butt.
just
okay?
straight photocopied asses.
I'm sorry.
That's what's coming if I got that number.
My producer tells me that I've made a mistake, and we're not going to Ranty yet. We're going to Boomer first. So Ranty, hold on.
Oh, are we? Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
Because I'm dumb and didn't write the right thing down. Boomer, serious question. Marvel or DC? Sorry, I just want to talk about something other than Flat Earthers for a minute.
oh, Marvel or DC? That's really tricky. I had a Captain Action, and they did both. You could be anyone you wanted to, Spider-Man or Superman, when I was growing up. So I have to sit on the fence. I just don't know anymore. Marvel and DC are kind of one and the same. They're both as evil as each other, and they're both indoctrinated me. So
yeah,
I
there's
have
space
to
in all
say
of
it's
them,
a
right?
yes.
Boomer, I just want to say thank you for jumping in at the last minute. You did take the place of someone else who was supposed to be on, so I do appreciate you being a stand-in. That was absolutely awesome of you, and do appreciate that. But you get to choose first, so we have 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Oh, always such a tricky one, but I'll go the number 2s because I just love a shit choice, and a number 2 has got to be it. It's the
There we
winner.
go.
Is it a Ranty?
No, these aren't Ranty. This news headline, which is an ancient one because we're having to get the depths of Flat Earth news, says today, a flat Earth, presumptuous farmers, mysteries of food, and blank. What is blanked out there? A flat Earth, presumptuous farmers, mysteries of food, and blank. Team Vanilla,
nice.
over to you.
I'm a blank. What are we thinking here? It's farmers, so it's got to be something to do with moon or whatever. Moon being fake and it doesn't work for crops or something. I don't know. Help us here, team. Brainy, where are you? I need help.
I'm right here.
dying on this.
What do you? Let's see that one more time. I watched it. I wasn't.
Well,
I
it's
was,
farmers. Well,
it's like farmers. I get it.
Too, yeah.
It's food. I want to see the
Yeah.
way they set the article up.
Oh, okay. So does Craig give us a
So
rerun?
today, a flat
Flat Earth,
Earth,
presumption.
presumptuous farmers, mysteries of food, and blank. What is blanked out there?
Oh, I mean, women.
Oh, women. That's not a bad
come on.
guess. That's not a bad
Oh
guess.
my god.
Team, have you any
Yeah,
idea
but,
what would be blanked out there in that ancient Flat Earth news headline?
All right, I'm sorry,
What
but you're
was-
going to have to show that again.
No worries, this is an old one. One more time.
Oh wait, we're not playing Flat Earthers anymore.
No, you're acting like
No.
normal people now.
We're
Just
trying to-
figure
we're
out
trying to
what's
fill in the
blanked
blanks.
out. Yeah,
Okay.
what's blanked out in this news headline?
Oh, I thought we were acting like Flat Earthers again. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So yeah, this news headline, which is an ancient one, says a flat Earth, presumptuous farmers, mysteries of food, and blank. What is blanked out there?
A Flat Earth.
Why do blurry people ask me if I'm
Presumptuous.
drunk all the time? Oh, this is tricky. Food
Oh,
and
put it
moon
back up.
cycles, I'm thinking,
Presumptuous.
because farms do moon.
I think
Yeah,
we need to leave this one
presumptuous
up.
farmers.
It's going to take some thinking.
Yeah, because I gotta logically deduce this if I'm not doing this as a Flat Earther.
That's
Mysteries of food.
and women.
other
the-
things
the
people
nature's
take a
real
shit
Rubik's
on.
Cube. Sorry, go ahead.
What are
Yeah, and
presumptuous
other
farmers
things.
going to come
So,
up with?
a Flat Earth, presumptuous farmers, mysteries of food, and other things people take a shit on.
I mean, knowing what the answer is, that's really funny. But
I mean, what year is this from? Because if it's from the 30s, I'm sure it's gonna have something to do with like women in the workforce or something.
This comes from the Washington Times, Friday evening, January 27th.
And sandwiches made by men.
1922.
Yeah,
you
sandwiches
do?
made by men.
1922.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
hang
gonna be
on.
in like dual and double beds. Like,
What were they-
Because
Hang
they
on,
were
what
just
about-
starting to get to that, you know.
What was all the farmy stuff years back? Was it crop circles or something? Could it be that mysteries of food and crop circles, perhaps?
Oh, that's pretty.
Would that
decent
be a
answer
flat
right
Earth
there,
farmery
actually.
thing?
Oh,
this
you
is
know, it's the
getting
best option
tricky.
I got. I think. What do you think, team? You think we should roll with that one?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Crop circles.
Flat
Right,
Earth
so
You put
circles.
another hot
Probably.
potatoes, and we could be that show.
So you're
Yeah, flat
saying
Earth
crop circles? Here is what this ancient Flat Earth news headline said.
Ancient.
A flat Earth, presumptuous farmers, mysteries of food, and enraged
Oh my God, I was almost right.
You were. So this comes from,
it's women.
like I said, the Washington Times from Friday, the January 27th, 1922. And it's talking about the misfire, the prophet in the flat Earth city of Zion, and how they are teaching girls to be enraged at people that don't believe the Earth is flat.
So if I left the answer as women, just straight up women, would that have been an acceptable
I
win?
would have given you that, yes.
You could have come to the conclusion that I was talking about enraged women, though, because I literally said right before you told me how wrong I was that it was sandwiches made by men.
Sandwiches made by men.
Oh, see, he was 4D chessing.
Could get enraged. This was 1920s. They could become enraged by that.
Well,
Picnic wasn't set up just
what makes
right.
you think you can
That's
make a
back
good
then. I don't
sandwich
believe
for
it
yourself?
now.
But I don't think I can give you the point. So who's next then? Because I don't know. And
Given
now
some
we
mental
go
exercises
over to Team
there.
Ahoy Hoy and we speak to Ranty. Ranty, hello.
Hello.
So let's talk about the videos you did against me, right? Because I did a video called "A Flat Earther Can't Stop Being Wrong," directed at Sleeping Warrior. You did a response saying some pretty dumb things, like, you know, Sleeping Warrior was right. Do you retract the statement that Sleeping Warrior was right?
Sleeping Warrior is never right, so absolutely.
Yeah, I think you even knew that as a flat earther, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
What do you think is the dumbest thing that Sleeping Warrior has ever said? I mean, I know there's an incredible amount to choose from here, but...
Eclipses every month.
But you don't see them because they're out at sea.
I mean, that's just one. I mean, I don't know which one you want me to take. I mean, there's a whole bunch.
Yeah, he did say some incredibly dumb things and still does. I've got a video about him in pre-production because he keeps saying stupid things. He spent quite a long time trying to decide on the name of his new channel after his last channel got deleted. And after months of deliberation, he came up with the amazingly original idea of calling it Sleeping Warrior. Who knew,
Yes.
right? Right, Ranty, you get
So
to choose the
Ranty,
name. Sorry,
I have a
yes.
question about Sleeping Warrior, though. I have a question. Was he actually pouring water into a dog bowl, or was he taking a piss on stream? You know him best. Don't lie. He was taking a piss, wasn't he? Fucking pissing warrior.
Listen, at the time, he told me that it was definitely him pouring water into a bowl. But yes, I do know him, and to be honest, that would sound something that he would probably do, which would be to piss. Where he was.
streaming.
As well as he's a flat
hear it
earther, so he
pulsing.
would say, yeah. You can hear his heartbeat in it. It's like,
You could even see him, like, you can see the relief in his eyes, the look on his face. As soon as the stream hits the cup, it's like,
Yeah, it's like that little release.
The
Well, he was
redness.
getting it ready for allegedly Dave.
the warm
obviously.
redness in his ear went away.
I wonder if he gets,
I even-
like he sends it collect to Dave.
The absolute giveaway was when he whipped out the magnifying glass, though. I mean, did none of y'all see
We
that?
need to have a look at what's going on down
He
there.
had to find
Like, there's
it.
not
so
a
he
lot of
just
dog
stared at
bowls.
it.
There's not a lot of dog bowls that you have to pour into that are the size of, you know, that you need a magnifying glass to see.
No, that was a mirror to get so he could actually see it. He had to go around his belly.
Shots fired!
You hear that, pissing warrior? You hear that, pissing jackass?
Fired.
The
Okay,
belly
Ranty, you
my
get
is
to
in the
choose
way.
next. What we got
Good
next?
shit, Ranty.
It is called a stream, so it's appropriate.
Ranty, we've got 1, 3, or 4. What you choosing?
Number one.
Here we go, number 1. This one's another ancient Flat Earth news headline, I believe. And this one says, Viola's belief on saucer with rim of ice blanked. What is blanked out
Oh my
there?
god.
Team Ahoy Hoy, 2 minutes. Over to you.
Beluga whale testicles?
just
think
beluga
that,
whale
you
testicles.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Harry 7, what do you think could be blanked out there?
I've never even heard of this, so I'm going to have to go with something of has been proven, right? It has been proven, obviously.
Okay, you think it could be that they've proven the rim of saucer with a rim of ice? Fanawuk, what about you?
This is totally plausible because we are living in 3000 BC. This is the Egyptians' times.
Fuck, are you high?
Well, these are ancient.
Guaranteed, every single one of these articles ends by complaining about women in the workforce. I'm just saying, like based on their age.
Oh, dude, I've read them, and you're not wrong. There is so much complaining about women in like ancient newspapers.
So
Seriously,
I'm
it's
telling
crazy.
you, it's ridiculous. I know.
I mean, it could be something like it explains why some ships haven't come back. Right.
When was the article?
Women in the workforce. They'll probably blame that on them too. I swear to God.
What was that,
If you
Ranty?
find an article, it'll be there.
When was the article written?
This one was written October 19th, 1921.
Oh yeah,
crikey,
that's
that's an
hate
old one.
right on women everywhere.
Oh,
that whole era.
It has to be
They
the
didn't like it.
it has to be the guy that went up in a balloon, right? The highest altitude balloon guy. I can't remember his name though. And he said that it looked like the edges looked like they were curling up, and I can't remember his name.
I know the one you're
Something
talking
about
about. Yeah.
something about a hot air balloon guy.
I actually think that was a little earlier than that, though. To be honest, I think for this one, you
I
have to
know what
think
you're
more
talking about. That's the
Nathan
guy that built that
Thompson.
little capsule and he went really effing high.
Yeah, with the big fisheye.
Actually, a brave individual to do that, by the way. Like,
Or it could be the Wright brothers. I mean, when did they do the plane?
Earlier than that, I think. I'm not sure.
Says
that
Wright
plane only went like
brothers.
a couple hundred feet up. Like
That was 1903 or something.
Yeah, barely. Flew,
Well, mate,
basically.
I think
Maybe
you guys
it's,
should guess
why-
that the missing part of that sentence is and women with ankle high dresses.
that's it. So I'm getting at. That's my point. Everything in those articles has to end with women complaints.
Yeah, it might be. This is why we shouldn't allow women to get educated, and that kind of sexism stuff that was common back then.
It's almost true though. Like that. Like that. They're all going to be articles like that. Jesus, it's ridiculous.
That's what I'm going with.
Not what you said is true. Jesus, that'd be a pretty.
Is that your
common
final
thing.
answer, Planet Walk?
Yeah.
Well, here's what this news article actually said. When
Oh, I'm so excited now.
Viola's belief on saucer with rim of ice fed to children. Yeah, this is another story about the Zion, the city of flat earthers, where it was literally illegal to not believe the earth was flat. And all the schools legally had to teach to the children that the earth was flat. Team, you've
this was a
looked
place,
into this a
right?
bit, haven't you? What did you find out about
Yeah,
Zion?
quite a bit. Zion was an actual flat Earth city in the United States. I think it's Zion, Illinois.
Yeah.
And the mayor of the town was extremely religious. He was also a flat earther. And he imposed, like, the entire city had to fall under flat earth belief, and that included church and schooling for the entire city.
Yeah.
It was decreed by the mayor.
Yeah, you literally couldn't live in Zion if you didn't believe the earth was flat. It was crazy.
Not even legal technically. I mean, obviously not, but
I don't know.
I mean, they have HOAs.
don't think you're allowed-
I don't know if they...
Yeah. I mean, if
I
you
I don't think
like
you're allowed
that.
to actually technically dictate somebody's religion, but I guess you could, they could enforce it through taxes and stuff just by saying what.
Ranty, what do you think a city of flat earthers would be like?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
What do you think a city of flat earthers would be like?
It would be fun.
Target practice for domestic nukes. That's what I'm saying. Target practice for domestic nukes.
Well, what they could do, they could test the chemtrails out and see whether or not they could actually crash lightning down there, because I mean it would just flip from head to head, with all the tinfoil. So it'd just be like a massive, like show. It'd just be a show, and the satellites would fly over and watch.
They'd be firing improvised rockets at airplanes that left a contrail. they'd be sitting on the roof with like Estes rockets lined up. Nathan talking
fireworks.
This is our territory.
Those are
It would end
demons.
up a
Those are
reality show
demons.
for sure.
Okay,
Absolutely. There'd have to
let's
be
go-
cameras on the corners. We could all tap in pay-per-view event style. It'd be amazing.
But they'd have
I
to
do
wrap
like-
some stuff around the cameras, right? Because of that
Yeah.
radiation that would start bothering people.
That whole society could actually run on pay-per-view cameras, to be
Okay.
honest with you.
Let's go over to Team Vanilla and go back to Team Skeptic. Team, I've heard that you're best friends with Daniel Pratt. Could you tell us a story of a time you two went out together for a drink? I imagine he's a great person, right?
Actually, man, that's impossible. I could never tell you about a time that we went out to get a drink because his family has mastered the art of chaining him to the water heater and not letting him get out. So honestly, if I was to not lie and try to make a funny joke or anything, if I was to be completely honest, we've literally never been able to leave his house every time we hung out. I have to bring over the beer. I put it in like a little bucket and I slide it across the ground because I can't get too close. I'll pass out from the smell. But this
If
is
you were to
something I
describe the
accept
smell
as
of his
being
house
his
in
best
two
friend.
words. Describe the smell of his house in 2 words.
Nail fungus.
I was gonna say unclean cat litter, but
Oh, okay, team. You get to choose 3 or
Jeez,
4.
factory.
The odd worked out for me last time. Let's go ahead and run with 3 again.
Here we go. So this Flat Earth News headline, which isn't as ancient, says, it's sea level. Flat Earthers are putting up blank to prove Earth isn't round. Flat Earthers are putting up blank
100.
to prove Earth isn't round. What are they putting up? Team Vanilla, over to you.
100,000 grains of sand. Because they don't have money.
Do you think they could count that high?
I think they just stick as much in their asshole as they can get and call it a day at 100K.
I'm sorry, I'm still struggling with nail fungus.
putting up with Nathan Thompson.
Okay, Boomer, what do you think they are putting up to prove the Earth is round?
Bev's
Is it
image.
Sea level. It's
Thanks,
maybe
Bev.
something down at the beach. I don't know. It's what would you put at the beach to keep the sea level, or sea walls, or something? I don't. This is a tricky one.
What do you think?
Throw
Beaver?
the quote back on. Throw the quote back on screen so we can
Here it
see
is
it
again.
and give a.
So this Flat
It's
Earth
sea
News
level is
headline
the key.
says, it's sea level. Flat Earthers are putting up blank to prove Earth isn't round. What is blank?
Bev's
out there?
image. Bev's image, I'm telling you.
Yeah, Bev. Hashtag thanks, Bev. 100%.
What are they putting up at sea level to prove it's not? This is the first
I'm
brain
going
is a tricky place
I'm
to
going
be,
to
isn't it?
suggest. I'm going to suggest that we say $10,000.
Putting up $10,000.
Yeah, cash reward. Okay.
I think I know the answer, but I don't want to give it away because, like, there's only one thing that flat earthers have ever put up.
Well, we're on the clock, so why don't you give it away?
They
What,
put up a
what do you
fuss.
think it is, Planet? Let's just see. What do you think it is?
Well, I think that it is YouTube videos because that's the only thing that flat earthers have ever put up.
I know who'd do a stupid
Cash
YouTube
reward.
video. Wait, hold on.
I reckon skeptics on it. Cash reward. Something
I
along the
want to,
lines of
yeah.
money.
Yeah, I think they put up with Nathan Thompson. Probably is what it really should say. But the reality is, I think it's a cash reward because there's been more than a few of them that they always put these cash rewards up, but then they're the ones that decide when you know the it's been met, which is bullshit because they just go no. So it's.
So
Yeah.
you think it's a cash reward? Is that your final
Monetary.
answer?
I don't want to put a value on it, but I want to say a monetary bet. Put a
100K.
monetary bet.
100K, Brandon.
100
They-
wasn't
they
it? Yeah, it was
basically
100K, right?
I think it's 100K.
They move the goalpost so many times they've actually circumnavigated the globe and came back to where they started. So yeah, the cash reward will be it.
Well, you guys think it's a
6
cash
times.
reward? Let's see what the headline actually says.
Sorry.
It's sea level. Flat Earthers are putting up signs on
bullshit.
beaches to prove Earth isn't round. This
No,
comes
but those
from-
signs. No, listen. That the signs on the beaches said $100,000 if you can prove it's not round. That's like we were right. We're both right.
Marginal points, 0.5.
let me just get the image that they're putting up because this is what they've been doing. So they've been putting up this sign at beaches.
Holy shit!
Telling
That's
everybody
awesome.
to do their research. Oh, it says YouTube there. So Planet Walk's almost right. 200 proofs Earth is not a spinning ball by Eric Dubay. Wake up. I mean, that looks like a child did it, right?
It hurts my brain.
I would literally put a white piece of paper over the middle part on the right and have it say, do research, and you too could be retarded.
At least it's not a skeptic drawing. I mean, let's be real.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I could find something like that on my journey,
That's
and I would
been used
absolutely
in
do that.
proofs in college.
I mean, to be honest, I think this picture is at least 300 to 400 times better than a skeptic picture, right?
I've got a legitimate question. If you actually modified that with a marker, is that vandalism, or were they littering?
I don't know. I think they've actually put up that sign, including the plank. But no.
But you know what I mean? Because you're allowed to... Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
You guys don't get a point there. And for the final one, we go back over to Team Ahoy Hoy and Harry 7. And I'm going to get out my script because my brain has stopped working.
Hey, I just want to say,
drink your shirt, Harry. I want to drink your shirt.
Yeah, that is an awesome shirt.
I wore that just for you, team.
Ranty, what
in your honor?
Should have put him on my team.
Ranty,
I just want to say, I think
drink
that,
some warm, like in Blast from the Past.
Yeah, I think that's at St. Bees. You know, I think that's
Really?
that's Sleeping Warriors handwriting. I am adamant that's it. That's where he took the image from. That's where he took the image from. The Isle of
This
Man.
is apparently in New Zealand. Dr. Stephen Voss shared an image of a sign next
Oh.
to the beach.
No, New Zealand doesn't exist.
Oh, obviously, yeah, 'cause it's too close to Australia, which is just an island off the coast of Florida anyway. But anyway, Harry 7. Harry, I'd like you to take a minute, right, and just think and describe to us what the world would be like in 100 years if everyone but the flat earthers disappeared.
I'm not sure that you would have a world left. It would just be completely decimated.
Yeah, I completely
You'd have
agree.
nature crawling back up onto the land. You'd have buildings toppled down. They can't build anything. They can't
I
build an
disagree about the
experiment. That's
nature.
for sure.
I disagree about the nature because I think nature would have evolved very quickly to leave the planet and not be near the flat earthers. That's just what I.
There'd be like bridges crumbling while Nathan stands in front of a group of people that were there to fix it and shows them how to bounce fucking golf balls on the end of the mallets they all have.
It's
in their
that brain
arms.
training, though. You
Yeah,
know?
he's
See
like,
a
guys,
bunch of
if you do
homeless
this, you
pe-
can lift the fucking cars up when they fall on you. You'll be strong enough.
Yeah. There would be a bunch of homeless people asking other homeless people for money.
But if they can't put together an experiment, how could they build a society? You know.
Yeah, no, I'd be
They
terrified.
just
to
slowly let the one
honestly.
we already built for them to just fall apart over the years.
You know, they might actually end up terraforming the Earth to make it flat.
That
Just
is
the
the
amount
best
of density
answer.
that they've
Minecraft
got would,
Earth.
squash the Earth. All right, Harry, you don't get to choose. We've only got one left, so here's the final Flat Earth News headline for you. And this Flat Earth News headline says, "This video proves Earth is flat as rocket what in the sky." What is blanked out there?
Oh, fuck.
Blows up.
Is this Mad Mike?
Team Hoy Hoy, 2 minutes. What do you think?
It's going to be, since the rocket didn't go straight up into the atmosphere. I mean, straight line, no curve whatsoever. That
Yeah.
obviously proves it has to be coming back down to the land.
How do flat earthers
Well,
think rockets get into orbit? Do they think rockets literally go straight up, stop and do like a 90-degree turn and just carry on going? That always blows my mind.
Well,
They
I
do,
think that it's,
actually.
this rocket is spraying chemtrails over everyone and burning them, and that's
Who would
proves-
think that
proves the Earth
chemtrails
is
would
flat.
burn... Oh, wait, sorry, Ranty. My bad.
So I wasn't saying anything. I was just letting these guys know.
Ranty, what do you think's blanked out there? What's the rocket done?
It's absolutely hitting the dome, isn't it? Absolutely.
Ooh,
Yeah.
You think it's hitting the dome?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think, Planner?
I could be wrong, though. I could
Is
be wrong.
Ranty onto a winner here?
yeah, we're gonna go with Randy's answer.
Okay.
I say you're all wrong. It goes down, go boom, boom.
Rocket go down. Go boom, boom.
No, that's gas.
Well, here is what the article said. This video proves Earth is flat as rocket bounces off glass dome in the sky.
Ooh.
Absolutely right. So this is from a story on, let me get it up, Metro,
Written
metro.com,
by
where it
Ranty.
talks about the rocket blitz that we all know was actually doing a yo-yo D-spin maneuver, and Flat Earthers push it as stopping and just bouncing off of the dome, which always amazes me because if a rocket was to bounce off of a solid glass dome, would it not explode rather than just stop?
No, I was gonna say, have they not even seen like cars hitting brick walls at like 60 miles an hour on a test track? And now we're talking about a rocket that's hitting a dome at hundreds, if not thousands of miles an hour. And it just happens to stop in place. Okay.
Who cares about inertia, right?
Right.
I'm a dumb flat earther, and I don't understand science.
Well, that noise means it's the end of the round and the end of the show. And the final scores for this episode are 5 to Team Ahoy Hoy and 5 to Team Vanilla, which means this episode ends in a draw, meaning that the scores are still 7-3 with 3 episodes to go. 7-4 with 3 episodes to go. So, the final episode, the scores will be worth 2. Because it seems it might be going that way. I'm just making this up as we go along. But I would like to thank our guests today. Harry7, Ranty, X-Flat Earth, and their team captain, Planawalk. Team Skeptic, OK Boomer, and their team captain, Brainy Beaver. It's been an amazing show. Let me just quickly read the couple of super chats we got. Mark Seance for 10 PlayStation Network dollars says, just saying hello. Hello to you as well, sir. And High Plains Drifter for $2 says, Ranty is brave and deserves respect at this point. I want to give an extra special thanks to Ranty because he has been an amazingly good sport today. Ever since he's come over to the Globe side, he's taken the ribbon really well, and I actually have gained a lot of respect for the guy. Ranty, I hope that you have a great time in the Globe community. I trust you. I trust you believe that we will treat you better than the Flat Earth community ever did.
Thank you very much. And yeah, I'm just happy to
Never
be here,
listen
guys.
to a
Thank you.
man with a penis on his head. Never listen to a man with a penis on his head. That's all I gotta say.
You just
And
wish you could have a
I wanna
penis on
add-
your head.
No. But I do want to say that Ranty was a good sport before he became a Globe Earther.
Yeah.
He's been one of the few people over there that's actually a good sport and is willing to have conversation and to present some semblance of evidence. So he's always been a good sport, and I don't want to take anything. I don't want to say that the process of converting you from stupidity to reality is what made him to be a good sport. It's Ranty himself is actually a good sport.
Yeah, Ranty,
good on him.
you're awesome. You're a good dude. Thank you to everybody on the show tonight. It's been an amazing one. I've had a great time. Tomorrow there should be another debate with an X-Flat Earther, Seek True, Speak True versus F. World. Until then, remember, stupidity is not a right. Fight the Flat Earth. Fight the flat. Fight the flat. Fight the flat. Fight the flat. Fight the flat.